And welcome to Clickandsellphotography, and in this episode I'm going to be showing you guys how I edit this photo and basically going to show you guys how to do trademarks. So I'm going to show you guys the before and after photo. So the before and the after photo. So I'll go step by step of how I did that. So I'm just going to hit reset, and in every photo, usually depending on the landscape or the photo, with landscape I usually take down the highlights, I increase the shadows by 100%. Sometimes it varies depending on the photo, and usually I do the black and whites, but right now if I did any more, so I hit alt, yeah, it's gonna be blown. I could go 14, and then with the blacks it's already, see, when you start seeing images like that, that means it's starting to get too dark and there's no detail in the photo, so I can't go on that. So I'm gonna add the clarity, probably gonna put it to 100, and vibrance, I think 45 is gonna be good, because anything more than that's kind of making the clouds too unrealistic, right? So I'm gonna keep it like about 40, 45. So that's good. And then the next one, I'm going to do sharpening. So I usually like to pick the farthest area and then go from there. So add a little bit of sharpening, a little bit of detail. I'm going to add some luminosity, which basically just reduces the pixels in the images. So just have to let that load. Actually, I should go up a little bit more closer. And just let it load. So let's just see the before and after. So this is usually really important to see how much of a difference it makes. So it looks a lot better. I don't want to go any higher than the amount I did for sharpening, because it'll become kind of like pixelated again, like it'll become more blocky. So that's good. And then now I'm gonna go to chromatic and lens correction, put that in there, and then hit current drop and then level. So right now I'm wondering if so it did level it, and then now I'm just gonna hit this box to overlay to crop it. I'm gonna go down a little bit. I want to go about like right here, because I want to get the four corners to like on the key points. So I got 3 out of the 4 right now. So I got this right here, kind of like the tracks, both on the tracks. So kind of want the leading lines, so you want the 4 corners to kind of be on the leading lines. I think that's good right there. Maybe I might push this up just a little bit, just so I can cut that off a little bit, because I want it to, I don't think this part looks nice. Yeah, I think that's a little bit better. So that looks good. And now I'm gonna go to highlights, because what happens that when I hit that the lens correction, like this looks good, but now the sides are all completely white, and that kind of makes it feel like it's washed out. So I'm gonna hit the highlight priority and hit the amount, and I'm gonna, because I kind of want like a focal point, so like I want the whole image kind of focusing on this whole center piece right here. So I think 25 is going to be good, and I kind of wanted to have like a little bit more of a night feel right now type of look. So lastly, I want to see if I have any dust specks. So I think this one is a dust speck right here. You can't really see it though, so it's not that much of a problem. But this one for sure, you can definitely see, like it'll be something that doesn't feel like it's natural with the environment. So I'm definitely gonna go get that one done. And you could usually zoom out and just to get a whole feel. And then lastly, one thing I like to check to see if I cut anything of the images out of the photos. So you look to see if anything doesn't seem natural. Everything seems to be evenly, nothing seems to be cut off, so that's good. It's perfect. Now we'll get on to the trademark watermarks, or whichever people like to call it. So by default it has like the trademark symbol right there. So you can put your business name, well, mine's Click and Sell Photography, and then you can pretty much just pick the color you want. You can pick the opacity too. You can make it dark, or you can change it off or offset it. So, oh, there's the opacity. So you can have it where it's barely visible, but that people can still see it has their trademark name. And then you can also pick where you want to place it. So usually the best areas is probably the bottom corners, you know, or the middle piece, and then just change the size to make it small, but you know, at least you have your trademark on there. Some people like it on top corners. It's all about your preferences. So yeah, so and then after you put your name and stuff like that, you can either save it, so you click on this and then you put whatever name you want. One thing I like to do a little bit more to get more traffic onto your photos is to add your website. It's always good to have a website too, because that way people can view your work. So there's clickandsellphotography.com, and then that's a lot better because you get more people. If you get more people to your traffic onto your website, the better, and the more Google likes that, you know, like the more people you can get on it, the better. So that's that. You save it, and then after that you go on your save, you pick specific folder. I'm gonna make a new one, so number 4. So you just pick specific folder, and then you go down to file settings, JPEG. You want 100% quality, because if you go below that, then the image starts becoming distorted a little bit, and it's going to be not as sharp as you want it. And then the resize fit, I did just the normal display screen. That's a display screen for most computers. And then yeah, you put your watermark. So I pick this one, and then you save it, and then you go into your folder. And so I put it on this one. It's gonna let it wait until it's finished, and then there it is. Just gonna wait until it's done. Perfect. So there you are. So that's kind of like how the photo turned out. It turned out great. We can't complain about this photo. So you got the leading lines going into the foreground, and that's pretty much what you always want to try to do with every capture you do for photography. So yeah, it turned out good. So if you guys have any questions on what I should make in the next video, I am bringing out some time-lapse videos and kind of like how I shoot and what camera I use and whatnot. So leave the comments in the description, and like and share. So, and yeah, as always, keep shooting, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.